So it's not about putting on an act. It's about becoming a guy who is attractive to girls through fundamentally changing who you are and how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
and I think
by changing who you are.
Well, I think that gets confusing to girls because girls want like the guy to just naturally get it and just be like, oh, why does guys just not naturally get it? But the problem is the vast majority of guys don't have a role model or someone that makes them naturally get it. So they're confused in their 20s. So their only option is either stay an incel or learn. So I think the second is better than the first, right?
For sure.
So they're saying the two extremes are being an incel, which is you just sit on your computer in your mom's basement all day. Is that?
If you're a guy who's not naturally attractive to women and you're not able to get women, then you can either keep being who you are, which hasn't worked for 20 years. You can keep trying that. It's not going to work either. Or you can change who you are and become more naturally attractive.
Yeah, I think the best way to get women in general is to improve yourself. Whether that's financially, whether that's physically, whether that's mentally, whether that's working out in the gym, that's getting smarter, that's getting healthier.
Making them laugh.
Making them laugh, okay,
We
that's
like
right.
The men who do get women who are attractive are usually not working on themselves because they don't need to.
That's not true.
A lot of them who are just, they're attractive, they've got the charm on the first level, they get the girls. Why do you need to work on your character, go to therapy, work through trauma?
No. Those guys just, okay, with the exception of a few, guys do have to work out, look good, stay in shape, understand social dynamics, like hit the gym, make money.
You just named all the physical things. You did not name one single emotional thing. You went working out, make the money, make the connections.
So what emotional thing would it be?
What emotional?
What
What do you mean
about
making
the
money?
personality?
I'm talking about personality
I
and
said
emotional
specifically
EQ.
social dynamics.
Okay, but that's
Reading
still
a room, getting along with people, how to treat the waiter,
still
how to
social
treat
credit.
the valet guy. It's
still social
So
credit.
what's an
okay.
emotional
So
thing,
fill me
then?
in on what's emotional that a guy
That
is
would
missing.
be attractive to
Things
you.
that are empathy, being sensitive.
Guys don't have
About
that.
what?
That's
About everything.
Empathetic. You just want a guy to just.
But you want a guy to be
I'm here to be a
sensitive
Care
about
Bear.
everything?
What? No, we're talking about, like, let's say you have trauma with past relationships, trust.
You know what you're talking about? You
What?
need a guy just to fucking listen.
Yes, I was
The
going to say
problem that you're
understanding.
having is for whatever fucking reason, the guy just feels the need to just
Talk at me.
talk.
Yeah.
When he the most empathy. I mean, I don't know what. Like, I'm not BSing you. I don't know what empathy. You know how I show empathy when Nikki's talking? This is what I do. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Because
I'm
you have
listening.
to?
No, because I actually
Interested.
I'm interested in
But you
what she
think
has to
empathy
say.
is just this? Empathy is like extending your understanding, formulating a sentence that's like
Listening. Some
But
people
not
have a
just
very
listening, but
hard
also
time just
contributing.
listening.
Right, but sometimes if they feel like they can contribute something valuable, then I don't want them to talk out their ass. I want them to listen to what I'm saying. If you got to think about it and then come to me the next day, hey, our conversation, it made me think about this. Like, I also don't want someone just to answer, be like, oh, it's okay. Like, don't be, like, I don't want a bullshit answer either. I don't want somebody who's so emotional, more emotional than me, because that's draining.
Because you don't want to
Excessive
date
empathy
a
is going to
bitch.
work against a guy. If
Yes.
anything.
But you want a guy to listen to you and absorb it.
Right,
Not just, like-
understanding,
Yeah.
but
Right.
not.
The personality
listening.
traits that are actually attractive is like being grounded, being assertive, being dominant, being confident, being a leader. Those are the traits that will actually get a guy girl. A little bit of empathy is good, but a lot of guys already have some level of empathy and they overdo it on the empathy and they just come off as weak and soft.
How do they ever do it?
How do you overdo it? It's like the guy who's just like, oh, well, I didn't think she was ready, so I just I just gave her a kiss on the cheek and good night. Meanwhile, the chick was like super DTF.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
that happens all the time.
Got it. I do agree. A guy has to be a little
You have to be a
aggressive.
little ruthless.
No, well, not ruthless.
A little bit.
Assertive is definitely the good word. Yeah.
What's the difference between ruthless and assertive?
Ruthless is like, I'm
don't
just gonna
give a
fuck
shit.
this bitch and never call her back.
ruthless is I'm
How
doing what
rude.
I want and I'm not reading your body language. I'm doing it.
Well, that's why I
because
said a
want.
little ruthless, not overdoing it.
I don't like the word ruthless.
Okay, we could call it like playing to win or whatever.
Okay, but you like the word assertive.
I
So
like
let's go there with assertive.
What
I'm
is
it about it?
assertive. I know what I want and I go
Yeah.
after it. And so the guy should be. I agree with you. Look, women don't want a wimp. Like, I want the guy to make plans and take me out on a date and be in charge. I don't want a guy to be like, where do you want to go? Like, that's so unattractive to me. Like, the guy should be assertive. Ruthless is not the proper word. Ruthless to me is like, yo, bitch, I'm gonna pick you up, fuck you, and then go home. Okay, like
That's pretty ruthless.
Yeah.
That's extremely ruthless.
If a guy said that, that'd be the definition of ruthless.
I mean,
and if you actually went on the date with him, then that's your bad. Nikki.
But I might be into that, right? That's also could be like that.
Hey,
That's
bitch,
like,
I'm on my way. Just put on some fucking clothes, my fuck you, and then I'll take you home. Like, all right, bye.
you know what? That's
First date.
Hey, that's a
What?
fetish for some people. You know
Wow.
that, yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about
When I
fetishes.
say ruthless, I mean more like he's going to make sure shit happens. So meaning if you flake on him, he's going to follow up. He's not really going to like take a bullshit answer. He's going to try to figure out what's stopping you. He's going to go out of his way to make shit happen. But it doesn't mean like violating your consent or something like that. That's like
that
excessively ruthless.
Okay.
All
the
right,
definition,
so
then sure.
assertive it is.
Assertive it is. There it is. So even back to the texting thing, be assertive. Don't take no for an answer.
To some extent, yeah.
To some extent. Okay. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Saucecast, click right here.